Hey there, beautiful souls. Whether you're focused on your career, your finances, or long-term stability, this intuitive career and money tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance and clarity. Let's take a deep breath together and ground into the present moment as we uncover the opportunities, challenges, and guidance unfolding for your career and financial path. Ready to see what's coming in? Let's dive in. Hey there, beautiful Taurus souls. This is your career and money reading for mid-July. Now, I have already asked for blessings for the reading, so let's just get the cards out and then we'll connect to the energies. All right, Taurus, interesting. You have two twos here, which is very interesting. You have 1, 2, 3 pentacles. We have a couple of wands here. So very interesting energy going on. Lots going on in the material world for you. I feel like the general energy here is that you all right. Let's just start because I'm getting mixed messages here from my guides, and I find it very, very interesting. Let's start with your current general energies. Your current general energies here is the High Priestess. It's clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. The High Priestess tells us that when it comes to your career and finances, you already know more than you're letting on. Okay, that's what they're telling me. You know more than you're letting on. Okay, so maybe for some of you, there's something going on in your career and finances that you're just not telling somebody else about. Okay, now I'm going to give you a simple example. Maybe you just got a job, you just started working, and you in a new job, or you've, after a long time of not having a job, and you don't want everybody to know just yet. That could be something there. Okay. It could be that you know something about your position in your career or what have you, and you just don't want somebody to know something about it there. So it's kind of like your intuition is talking to you. It's telling you what to do. It's telling you how to handle things. And there's an awareness there, a quiet awareness about what you need to do, perhaps what you need to change. Perhaps you are in a job and you know you need to change jobs, but you don't want anybody to know that you're quietly looking for another one. Okay. So there could be an awareness of an opportunity to pursue, or somebody has approached you, maybe even for another position in a different department where you are, but you don't necessarily want everybody else around you to know, maybe particularly your boss, okay? I feel like that is what I'm getting here for you, okay? And I feel like the situation is delicate for some of you out there. Delicate, you have the Two of Pentacles. This guy is on one foot on this log, juggling his work, juggling his balls, juggling his pentacles, right? And I feel like it's very delicate. You don't want anybody to hear about it. You don't want anybody to know about it. For some of you, it could just be that you're overworked and you do have a lot of work, and there's a lot of plates and spinning plates in the air and balls that are in the air, and you're trying to sort it all out and juggle things, and that causes some indecision. For some of you, you could just be experiencing that, and it's your high priestess that's telling you, this is too much, or, this is hard to juggle this, or, you can't keep going like this, or, it's more than you are saying, maybe even to yourself, more than what you want to admit to yourself. All right. So definitely a little bit of a balancing act going on there. Maybe multiple responsibilities. Maybe you have a couple of income streams. Maybe you have a night job that you don't tell anybody about. Maybe you have a side business you're starting, so eventually you don't have to work for somebody else. You could just work for yourself, but you don't want everybody to know that. So you're doing a lot of work. So it seems like to you, you're juggling a boatload. To them, they just think, why is Taurus like not present? Why is Taurus not putting in 100% in this job? Okay. There's definitely something going on there. All right. No wonder I was getting mixed messages. Lots going underneath the surface for you, or underneath quietly there, Taurus. Now, financially, this could just be uncertainty about where to invest your time and money. That could be it. Because you're trying to make a decision at the same time with this Two of Swords. Do I, don't I? Yes, no, up, down, left, right, right? Now, what I love about this Two of Swords is usually the Two of Swords has a figure on it. In the classic Rider deck, the figure usually has a blindfold and holds two swords up that cross in front of the chest of the figure. And it really is saying, I can't see the decision that I need to make. And I'm blocked in a way when it comes to making that decision. You're stuck. Okay. However, this one, no blindfold, and the swords are at her side. And her foot is up on this rock saying, let me see, let me look, let me figure out what my decision is. So it's like you're ready and open to take that decision, okay? So for some of you, that decision centers on whether or not you should be asking for a raise. For some of you, it's, should I take that job that's somebody else and go to a different department? For some of you, it's, maybe there's something in your job functionality that feels like that you feel like you're being dumped on, and it's not your responsibility. And it's the decision is whether or not you speak up, and you may be hesitant to speak up and tell somebody, hey, so-and-so has to pull their weight here. Okay. So the High Priestess says the answers are there. They're within you. Your intuition is speaking to you. It's telling you to, what answer is probably the most correct answer, the most correct action to take. But I do feel like for somebody, there's an opportunity, and it's the possibility of whether I take on that opportunity as well, because that opportunity makes me a lot busier, maybe more work, more responsibility there. So maybe a new contract, a new job, a new promotion, which puts you in higher power, a negotiation maybe for some of you. Maybe it's just networking, okay? But someone out there, I definitely feel like there's a former colleague who's knocked on your door or called you up, and they're working in a different place, or perhaps a recruiter has contacted you and sort of said, hey, are you open to work? Are you open to a new offer? Are you open to moving? Right? Okay, let's get into your challenges, my friends. You have the Pope. In this deck, it's called Pope, and it is the Hierophant. That's clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy here, right? Strongly points toward the fact that, the Hierophant is about, traditional structures, right? It's about institutions, educations, corporate systems, right? But it's also about convention and expectations. And in this case, I feel it's like your expectations about your success. So while you might want a new contract, you might want more money, you might want a better title, I feel like the challenge for you is thinking about, how do you play the game? How do I fit in here? How do I not rock the boat here? I don't want to make people think that I'm going to stand out, or that I'm saying no and I'm not on the train. You know that expression, if you're not on the train, you're standing in front of it. And sometimes corporate bodies don't like people who say, well, why are we all doing that? That's not logical. They sometimes don't necessarily want your opinion. Okay. They just want you to toe the line and jump on the train. So be aware of that. For some of you, that could be for some of you. It won't be for all of you, but I feel like you're looking at, what are the rules here? Okay. And you don't want someone to either not to consider you, or to dismiss you, but especially when it comes to, if you're trying to get a raise or a promotion or a new position. All right. So for some of you out there, you're staying inside your comfort zone, whether that's financially or, professionally, because it feels very safe and feels very familiar. Right. The King of Pentacles says there's potential for major financial stability. All right. King of Pentacles is a card of leadership as well. Okay. Long-term wealth building. Okay. You have the Page of Pentacles. That also says, you're still a little bit in learning mode for some of you. Okay. Or for some of you, it's saying you're at the beginning of a new phase or something very important here. But the challenge really is believing that you have the ability to level up. Okay? That's where your challenge is, and why you're saying, maybe I don't take that promotion. Maybe I don't take that new role, that the headhunters. That's way more responsibility, or such a higher limit. It's 2 levels above where you are right now. And maybe you just don't feel you have the you could level up like that. Believe it. You need to believe it. And that's where you're having the challenge. You just maybe feel like you can't level up that much, or maybe you feel like, I do deserve way more money, but I'm never going to get that because they don't think I'm worthy of that. You are definitely, see, that's what I was getting at the beginning. Know your worth, my friends. You definitely are worthy. You're knowledgeable. You're very flexible when it comes to being able to do multiple things. Know your worth. And the recognition is yours for the taking. Okay? So the recognition is what you are stuck up against. You're saying, why don't they see me? Why don't they hear me? Why don't they see I'm standing here, or my value? Okay. So the recognition is yours, and it is coming. That's the other thing I want to say, because when we get to your outcome, it's phenomenal energy there. But anyway, I feel like that is your challenge too, is in believing that you're ready to level up, believing that you're worthy, believing that the recognition is coming for you, believing that people do see you and recognize your skill and recognition in terms of, hey, you deserve the promotion. You deserve the leveling up. Okay? Because there's an opportunity here for greater abundance. And you may have put in effort here toward that in terms of building your skills, and maybe did more training and got some certificates, and you're mentoring people on top of doing your job. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of optimism here. You're contemplating new ventures, but that it's something's holding you back a little bit because you don't maybe feel you're worthy of it. So you're kind of reassessing things for yourself. Now, the outcome, of course, is absolutely beautiful because you have the Sun. It's clarified by the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands. So tons of passion in those two wands. And the Sun shows success. It shows visibility. You're finally seen. There's confidence and growth, whether that's financial or otherwise, but it's certainly there for you. And the Sun is one of the strongest cards for positive outcomes, in my opinion, of the whole tarot. So, recognition is possible. People will notice your work. Leadership abilities are there. You have those abilities. You have the ability to be this authority figure with this King of Wands. You're ready to defend your position with that Seven of Wands. You're ready to say, screw the competition, screw the external pressure. I'm ready. I'm taking it on. Okay? You will maintain your ground there. All right? I love that this King of Wands is here because this is a card of entrepreneurship for some of you. It's about leadership. So I feel like you could be in a nice leadership position. And it's a card of independence. You're taking command of your career path. And financially, that means momentum. That means that there's growth. And really, a really nice, strong sense of personal power. So when you speak your truth, when you ask for what it is you want, and when you know that you're worthy of it, you will get it, my friends. All right, that's where I'm leaving it for today. I do certainly hope something resonates here for you. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. And I'll see you again very soon. Until then, I'm wishing you, as always, divine light and love.